So you do represent one of the big trends in franchising. Why don't you tell everybody about Talem Home Care and exactly what you guys do?
Sure. So we are in the senior care healthcare space, the franchising industry, which is, as you know, very, very popular these days. And so the services we provide is kind of threefold. One is we provide in-home non-medical care. So it's we send caregivers into the home to do things like bathing assistance, dressing assistance, house cleaning, transportation, cooking, laundry. We call it activities of daily living. The other thing we do is when people can't stay home anymore, then we help them find a place to live. So it's called senior placement services. So kind of like how, you might have a realtor help you find the next place, next home to buy. We help find the appropriate nursing home or assisted living or memory care community. And that's a free service we offer to our clients. And then the last thing we do, it's all centered around kind of our approach, which is care management. So we focus heavily on being an advocate and a resource center for the community, helping them ask the right questions and get the services they need as they navigate the healthcare system.
That's so cool. What about, you've got a really different story, unique story on how you got started in the business. And I love when entrepreneurs have their own personal experience that drives them to start their company. Why don't you tell us all about that?
Sure, I'll kind of quickly summarize it. I started out 20 years ago, needing a change from just typical sales jobs that I had. And I was getting my master's in business at the time. And my uncle suggested, hey, why don't you look into healthcare? So I took a job as a caregiver, being a caregiver myself, taking care of the elderly. So I did that then I moved with that company, moved up within that company and eventually started my office for them. And throughout my career, I've done things from hospice to home health to house call physicians to home care. But what brought me back to the home care space back about 12, 13 years ago was some issues with my own mother and trying to figure out how to help her. And she was in the hospital and I had to make some tough decisions, life or death type of decisions. And the challenges I faced in dealing with the hospital and the doctors. And even though I'd been in the industry for a long time and knew what to do, I'm a certified senior advisor and was then as well. I just remember experiencing how difficult it was to work with the doctors in the hospitals. And it kind of made me angry. And I said, it was this hard for me. I knew it was going to be very difficult for people. I finally kind of felt what it was like to be on the other side. And it really kind of put a fire in my belly. It said, people need a place to turn to for advocates and information and, resources. And it's just not, there's a lot of brands that do what I do out there in the non-medical home care and senior placement space, but nobody does the case management and help the way that we do. And that was kind of how we got started. I didn't want to complain about it. I saw a problem and wanted to fix it.
That's fantastic. So many companies are in that same space though. And I want to kind of drill in more on that case management part, because that does separate you from the pack. So I want the audience to hear how you guys do that and why that does make you different, because you are truly an emerging franchise brand and you have a unique spin. So why don't you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, I found in the franchise world in our industry, there's a lot of them out there, and a lot of my competition, they're so focused on the task of being a caregiver, which is bathing and dressing and all of those, transportation. But what really lacks out there is a holistic approach, taking a look at the person as a whole, and like I said, an advocate, somebody to turn to and say, I need help. I don't know what to do with my mom or dad. A lot of my competition, they just don't have that level of expertise or not willing to take that on. And so we will go into the hospital, and if somebody's mom and dad needs help, we'll go to the hospital for free and help them create a discharge plan, even if they're not going to go on with our services. We'll go to the hospital and help them find the appropriate nursing home or rehab to go to that's got good reputation with good outcomes, and go to the good home health and find the DME equipment. And because oftentimes, while these hospital discharge planners, a lot of them do a good job, but they just don't have the time to learn of all the various resources that can help. So, we'll think about, do they need a mobile pet groomer, someone to shovel snow? Do they need ramps? Do they have grab bars in the right area? Um, you know, Recently, we were helping a nonprofit find air conditioning units for the residents of a low income apartment complex for elderly. And so we got them on the news. It's just a wide variety of things that, I guess responsible companies who want to give back to the community kind of do.
Yeah, but you're taking care of people, like you said, holistically. You're taking care of everything for them that normally a home care agency wouldn't think of. You're really you're in their daily life space, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you do things the right way and your business will grow. And when you're a value and a service to people and you're a community of resource, people respect that. We also donate a portion of our profits back to charities. So it's just part of our commitment to giving back.
That's so cool. Okay, before we go any further, because we have a lot to cover here. I realize that most of our audience is listening and not watching, but for those that are listening to the show, you're wearing quite the outfit today, and I want you to explain to the audience what this whole getup is all about, because it is fantastic. It is alive. It is electric.
Yeah. So I'm wearing it's a rainbow colored, bright shiny shirt. I've got a tie that lights up on, and then, well, it's not lighting up right now, and then I've got a sequence, what do you call this? Bowler hat?
Yeah.
I think is what you call this.
Yeah. The shirt sequins too. I mean, we got everything going on here.
Yeah. And it started out, in addition to all the voluntarily work with the company, but personally, I'm very involved with my kids and my family. And I'm a Cub Scout pack leader, but I bought this outfit because my side hustle is I like to DJ weddings. Well, my kids, the elementary school, my wife is on the treasurer of the PTO, and they were looking for a DJ to DJ the elementary school dance. And I got voluntold that I was going to go do it. And so, which I love doing it anyway. And so I did. I bought an embarrassing outfit. I wanted to embarrass my kids. So I bought this loud, bright outfit to wear on stage when I was DJing with the kids. But my office staff saw the pictures of it. And so it's kind of become a little thing of mine that I wear when I'm out in the field doing networking events of some sort. My staff will tell me, hey, you need to wear that shirt. You need to wear your outfit when you go to this event. So it's kind of a conversation starter, when we go out. You're on networking.
I love it. It's very, for those that can't see this, it looks very Disney Electrical Parade. For those of you that remember going to the Magic Kingdom, right? The Electrical Parade at night. That's what it looks like to me. It's fantastic.
Yeah. All right. I normally have glasses too that light up, like big glasses that light up and blink and stuff.
That's fantastic. Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fumey, or Emerging Franchise Group LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.